Hello everybody, this is RoyMcGamer once again here for another video. And today's topic, in case you didn't read the title or the picture in front of you right now, is about Sonic the Hedgehog. I love Sonic, I love Sonic to death, and today, the date I'm currently recording this is July 20th, 2015. And just last month, on June 11th, 2015, we had Sonic's 24th anniversary, so that means that Sonic's 25th anniversary game is right around the corner. It's just about to be announced. As a matter of fact, that came along with that apology that Sega's CEO did. And he, along with that, and how they felt that they have betrayed fans, they said that they are going to announce something special at Tokyo Game Show 2015, which happens this September. So Sonic's 25th anniversary game is right around the corner. If it's not released, if it's not announced this year, it's definitely going to be announced next year, because that next year, 2016, is the actual 25th anniversary game. And given the status that Sonic the Hedgehog is in right now, if you've seen my video on RoyMcGeeters, which you know, I think they're looking too bright. People are really cynical, and for good reason, towards Sonic the Hedgehog. What with Boom and the TV show and the redesigns and Knuckles has fingers, Jesus. And so I thought that I would share my thoughts on what I want for the 25th anniversary Sonic game. But I'm not just gonna do a random splurry, just share my thoughts about what I want for the next game, for the anniversary game. I'm gonna go down top 3 list, but not just any top 3 list. I'm doing 3 top 3 lists. So think of it as a sort of top 9 list or something. You get what I mean? And this is gonna be a top 3 wants, needs, and God please knows for the 25th anniversary Sonic the Hedgehog game. No specific rules for this except top 3 wants, needs, and God please knows. So let's get down to it, and hopefully I don't piss too many people off because of, Sonic opinions. Anyway. Alright, let's get down to it. My number 3 want for Sonic the Hedgehog's 25th anniversary is, and this might sound a little weird, especially coming from me. My number 3 want is to get Ryan Drummond back as Sonic the Hedgehog's voice actor. And personally, I'm not a really huge Ryan Drummond fan. I don't think his performance for Sonic the Hedgehog is like really that great. I don't think it's like the best Sonic we've ever had. I personally don't really have a best Sonic because I haven't really heard a Sonic that was like really good. That like I hear him just like that is how Sonic should sound indefinitely. That is Sonic the Hedgehog. I haven't really heard that voice, but I put Ryan Drummond on this list because like we know we have Roger Craig Smith voicing Sonic right now. And when he first came out, everybody just like, oh wow, he's so much better than Jason Griffith. And then he kind of sunk in a little bit. And some people still like him. A lot of people really don't like Roger Craig Smith anymore. I'm pretty indifferent to him. But the thing is about Ryan Drummond is that if you go in and you look on this man's Twitter account, because he actually has a Twitter account at Ryan the Drummond, and like you see his Twitter profile, like his Twitter banner has the Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Heroes logos on it. And he has artwork of Sonic. And his profile picture, I think, has, like, Sonic at the corner or something, I think. And, like, his profile is knows a thing or two about voicing hedgehogs. And, like, most of the stuff he does is, like, tweets about Sonic the Hedgehog. And he talks with the Sonic community and talks with Sonic fans. He is so passionate about Sonic the Hedgehog. And, none of this would surprise me because, like Roger Craig Smith, he's currently voicing Sonic right now. And, he's probably got a couple Sonic tweets in his Twitter account. If he has a Twitter account. Does he have a Twitter account or does he have a Facebook? I don't know. So, that wouldn't surprise me. But the thing is, it's just like, this man has not voiced Sonic the Hedgehog since the year 2004. He has not voiced Sonic the Hedgehog for a decade. And to this day, still, he wants to voice Sonic again so bad. He is still so passionate. He is still just ecstatic that he gets to talk with Sonic fans every single day on Twitter. And that, like in 2011 when he went to re-audition for Sonic the Hedgehog, even after all those years, he still cares. He still loves this character. And how can I say no to that? How can anyone say no to that? Apparently, Ryan Drummond didn't get the job for Sonic Generations because Sega didn't want to pay his union fees. And I think Roger Craig Smith now is part of a union, so once his contract is over, they probably won't keep Roger Craig Smith. So, but he so wants to be Sonic again. He so wants to be Sonic again. How could you say no to someone who is so passionate? And we need that. We need passion for Sonic projects now. That's what we need. That's what we want. We need passion. We need dedication to the series and such. And that's why I feel that I want Ryan Drummond on board for the next Sonic game. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's my list, so... And as a matter of fact, this could probably just go on for, like, any Sonic game from now on, because, like, just, like, he's still probably going to have a Twitter account and all this stuff after the 25th anniversary game, so, So that's my number 3 want. My number 3 need for the 25th anniversary Sonic game is it needs to flow, all right? It just needs to flow well. It needs to have a good flow. The main problem that a lot of critics if I can talk today, the main problem that critics have and that I have with Sonic games is that they don't flow well. There are so many points where just like you're going fast and then like you stop to do something stupid and then you go fast again and then it's a game of like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Sonic games, what they should just be straight ahead, just keep going, go, 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 stuff like that. I shouldn't have to like stop for anything. Maybe for like talking today, not my strong suit. Like maybe for like a quick like platforming section or something. Like I should never have to like stop for anything in a Sonic level. At least not in my opinion. Yeah, not much to say about that. I just want a good flowing Sonic game. I just want the game to flow well. I don't ever want to feel like that the pace is inconsistent. I want a consistent pace. I want a consistent fast pace. That's what I want for the 25th anniversary Sonic game. Alright. My number 3, God please no, for Sonic's 25th anniversary is God please no serious story. Do I even have to explain why this is a problem? Okay. Generation story is not a good story, but it was an excuse just to get classic Sonic and modern Sonic to go through stages of Sonic's past, and that was fine. That was fine. Lost World story, better than Generations, not great, but again, it was just an excuse to have a game. And when a story is just an excuse to have a game, it's fine, even if the story isn't all that great. Because at the end of the day, I don't really care about the story as long as the game is fun. But if you're gonna go serious and the story sucks, then that I don't know. That's just a problem to me. Like I feel like if the story of a game and the story is not serious, it's just an excuse to have gameplay. That's fine. When the story takes itself so seriously, you just come off as like silly in the end. If the story just ends up sucking, and especially, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, look, it's a game about a freaking anthropomorphic blue hedgehog that runs really fast and collects rings while fighting a giant egg-shaped friggin' scientist and all of his little animal friends. Trying to take it seriously at this point, it's just silly. And you know what? If it is bad, it'll just make it even more of a laughingstock. And we already know that Sonic is a big enough laughingstock as it is right now. I mean, he doesn't need to be even a bigger laughingstock. I mean, it's hard to do that at this point. So that is my number 3. God, please no, for this 25th anniversary Sonic game. God, please no serious story. Okay, my wants. Back to my wants, because we're going in a cycle here. My number 2 want for the 25th anniversary Sonic game is Infinite Lives. And this might sound weird, because almost every mainstream Sonic game has had. I'm trying to think off the top of my head a Sonic game that didn't have lives, and I can't think of anything. No, almost every single mainstream Sonic game has had lives. They've had lives and they had game overs. And am I the only one to just say that? Not just Sonic. In every game, every single game that has lives, stop it. Stop now. Give us infinite lives. What you're doing is dumb. It is dumb because games these days. Okay, look. Okay, the whole purpose of lives back in the day. Of course, it wasn't around back then, like back in the golden age of arcade. But back in the day, lives were a means to end the game. And the games had to come to an end for a reason. Because, you know, you were in a dark, smelly arcade. People were waiting in line to play the same game as you. You couldn't just take it home and play it in the privacy of your own house. And after all, of course, like, games had to be hard back then. So that you would keep spending your money on the one arcade machine. And so lives were just like an end state for that. Because you had lives, you had game overs. And when we had game overs, you had to pay more money in order to continue playing. But nowadays, we have video game consoles. And we have games that you can buy, you can play, and you can keep forever. And then you're not in a dark arcade anymore. You're in a dark, smelly room of yours. And like you know, nobody else is behind you waiting for the next game. You can just play and play and play and just keep playing. And you don't have to pay any more money. You already bought the game, you already own the game. And that's it. So, what is the point of lives then? Is it to fucking frustrate us? Is it to inconvenience us? I get now they're gonna be like that hardcore audience who went out there like, oh well, game over, just make the game more hard. No, hard level design makes the game hard. Alright? That's what makes games challenging. The level design itself, not the bullshit stipulations around it, like dumbass game overs anymore. Game overs are obsolete. Infinite lives are obsolete. Okay? No more of them. I can tell you how many times people have been frustrated where they're playing a Sonic game and they die too much because they couldn't see a bottomless pit or something, and then the game over screen had to start the entire level over again. So no more infinite lives, please. I mean, no, I want infinite lives. I want infinite lives. That's what I want. I want lives. Infinite lives. My number 2 need for the 25th anniversary Sonic game, focus. This is very simple. This is something that the classic games and previous Sonic games did actually very, very well. Because, off the top of my head, there was like no alternate gameplay style in the original Sonic games. There were different playable characters. And I'll get to that later. But for the most part, it was always the same gameplay style. It was high-speed platforming. However, in the newer games, need I bring up Werehog? Need I bring up Shadow and Silver? Need I bring up... Actually, I was just about to say Shadow and Heroes, but they had one consistent gameplay style, so you know. Should I bring up mech shooting? Should I bring up big fishing? Should I bring up I lost my train of thought. The plane section. Should I bring up snowball rolling? I think you get the point. We want minigames are okay. Minigames totally are other different thing. Minigames are optional things that you can like play for collectibles or something. That's fine. But I mean, the main thing, I just want fast-paced platforming, no treasure hunting, no mech shooting, none of that. Just want fast-paced platforming. Just want focus on that. And that is my number 2 need for the next Sonic game. My number 2, God please no, for Sonic the Hedgehog's 25th anniversary is forced exploration. And we all know the problem that plagued Unleashed. And we all know the problem that plagued Sonic Boom, Shattered Crystal. Here's the thing about exploration. Exploration is great. I love to explore in Sonic stages at my own pace, because that's the thing about actually a lot of games I like. Grinding too. I love grinding in games. I love doing it when I want to. When the game forces me to grind, that's dumb. When I have to stop when I have to stop playing the game the way I want to and do something that the game wants me to do. That's restrictive, and that's not how I want to feel in the game. Same thing for forced exploration. When I have to stop playing the game in order to collect the little MacGuffins scattered about in the smallest little corners of the game, that is terrible. That is awful game design, and the only reason that exists is to pad out your game. Don't deny it, Sega. Don't deny it. Don't pretend like it adds some sort of a whole new, unique point of depth into the game. Like, oh, okay, you could just speed ahead through. We could also just go ahead and explore this gigantic level. But, we kind of want you to explore, so, go and collect your little MacGuffins, please. Ew. No. Let the player explore themselves. Let the player explore something, find something, and feel like, oh, wow, okay, I explored on my own accord, and I was rewarded for it. Okay, that's cool. Not, oh, jeez, I gotta explore, else the game won't let me fucking continue. Do you see the problem now? Do you see it? And especially, this even boggles the mind, specifically with Sonic games, because the point of Sonic games is to go fast. When I have to stop and go around every little nook and cranny, like, oh, what's over here? Oh, okay, nothing's over there. All right, let's see what's over this way, please. Ooh. Like, no. That's dumb for Sonic games. Don't do it for Sonic's 25th anniversary game, whatever that may be. Just don't. My number one want for the next Sonic game is multiple playable characters. Now, stop right there. Stop right there. I know what some people are going to say about this. I know. Because I hear it everywhere. I hear it fucking everywhere. Oh my god, another Sonic game is ruined by Sonic's dumb friends. I just want to play as Sonic. Sonic's dumb friends are dumb. Because they're so dumb and I don't want so many gameplay styles. Sonic's friends should just be killed off. It'll just be Sonic and it'll just be Dr. Eggman. Nobody else. Sonic's friends too. Okay. That's like playing a Mario game without Luigi, okay? People everywhere wanted Luigi in a 3D Mario game, and he didn't get it until Galaxy. You wanna know why? Because a Mario game without Luigi isn't as fun. Here's the misconception that a lot of people have about multiple playable characters in Sonic games, right? Here's the fucking thing, okay? Sonic 06, okay? It has way too many playable characters, alright? It's got Sonic, it's got Shadow, it's got Silver, it's got Tails, it's got Knuckles, it's got Rouge, it's got Omega, it's got Blaze, it's got Amy, it also has vehicles, it has the buggy, it has Mach Speed sections. There's a lot to take in Sonic 06. Like, there's a lot. There are so many different gameplay styles that just like programming it. Need I explain more? So, okay, we understand why that is bad, and there was no focus. There was no focus in Sonic 06, because you had so many different gameplay styles, because, like, Silver isn't fast like Sonic, quote-unquote, supposed to be fast. Instead, you have to deal with this weird psychokinetic gameplay style that doesn't work well, and then you have Shadow with his vehicles, and then you have Omega, who would just jump, shoot. Just like, it's not consistent. That's the problem with Sonic 06. So we got that out of the way. What is so wrong about Sonic 3 Knuckles? What is so wrong about it? Because, like, I know people are gonna constantly point to like games like Sonic Adventure, which also fall into the Sonic 06 rule where the gameplay styles aren't consistent. And then they see those games and they go, oh, nope, friends in Sonic games, nope, ain't gonna happen. Should just be Sonic and Eggman. But what's so wrong with Sonic 3 and Knuckles? What's so wrong with Sonic Advance? What's so wrong with Sonic Advance 2 and 3? Because Sonic 3 Knuckles, that game has 3 playable characters. Sonic Advance, that game has 4 playable characters. Sonic Advance 3, that game has 5 different playable characters. Actually, no, Sonic Advance 2 has 5 different playable characters too. It got to unlock Amy. So, what is the difference between 06 and the difference between Advance and the Genesis games? It's the fact that even though they still had multiple playable characters, they still had focus. They still focused on high-speed platforming that was fun. And it had focus, and we had one gameplay style that we loved, that we enjoyed, that we just wanted that, and nothing else. Again, minigames are a different story. Minigames are fine. That's why we have Chow Guarders and such. But the misconception that Sonic's friends is what's wrong with Sonic games is a crock of shit. Okay, if anything, it's going to enhance Sonic games. If they just design a level and every character can go through it. Sonic can go through it with him and his speed, maybe even like a wall jump or something. Tails can get through it with like his little flying ability, and Knuckles can get through it with his wall climbing ability and gliding. Every character can get through a stage, and they all run at the same pace. Like, remember when Tails and Knuckles and Amy could keep up with Sonic? Remember those days? Yeah, okay. Just the misconception that multiple playable characters are bad for Sonic is wrong. Again, the Mario and Luigi comparison. Wouldn't you want to play Mario 64 as Luigi? I'm pretty sure there are mods of that out there right now. Wouldn't it be better if you were to play Mario Sunshine with Luigi? I'm pretty sure you would be happier if you could play Mario Sunshine with Luigi. And then when Luigi came in Galaxy, nobody's all like, oh, now we get to play as Luigi? Oh, that's so stupid. I just want to play as Mario. Do you see now? And the thing, again, why people love Luigi in Galaxy is because his gameplay style is exactly like Mario. Just with a couple, like, control tweaks. He's a bit slippery and has a higher jump. And that justifies a second playthrough. It's the same thing with Sonic characters. Sonic could, like, oh, I don't know, maybe double jump and do the homing attack or something. Tails could fly, Knuckles can glide, but they all go fast. They all still jump at the robots. They all still platform. They all still go through the same obstacles that Sonic does. And that is awesome. That is that increases replay value. I could play the entire game as Sonic, but I could also play the entire game as Tails and see what else I missed. I could play as Knuckles and see what else I missed. And hell, maybe even Amy. I can take her in there and see if I can do like some sort of like handicap run, since you can't roll up into a ball. It's stuff like that enhances Sonic games so much. And that is why my number one want for the next 25th anniversary Sonic game is multiple playable characters. And for those people who say that Sonic games are bad because of their friends are full of fucking shit. My number one need for the 25th anniversary Sonic the Hedgehog game, it needs to be fun. Okay, and this is very simple. This is a very, very simple thing to understand. Video games are supposed to be fun. Or at least Sonic games are supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to be thought-provoking. They're not supposed to be stressful. They're just supposed to be fun. I don't think that's a difficult thing to ask. And, you know, I don't even think it's a thing I need to elaborate on. Shouldn't Sonic games be fun? I'm pretty sure they should be fun. Unless I'm in some weird deluded world where Sonic games are supposed to be trash. So, you know, just wherever way you can. Make the next Sonic game fun. That's all I have to say. That's my number one need. The number one need for the next Sonic game is that it needs to be fun. And the number one, God please no, for the next combat! Combat! No more combat! Stop! No more! We're done! We're through! Stop it! Just stop it! Stop shoehorning in pointless, dumb, out-of-place combat into motherfucking Sonic games. If you do it one more time, Sonic Team, I swear to God, it didn't work in Heroes, it didn't work in Shadow, it didn't work in 06, it didn't work in Boom, it didn't work in Unleashed, it didn't work in 06, I think it said 06 twice, that's... Ugh! It doesn't even fit Sonic! Who would want a game about going fast? Who would want to play a game about going fast where you have to stop in a room and kill enemies just to keep going forward? That is dumb, that is stupid, no more combat. It hasn't, Sonic Team, you have tried multiple times. It doesn't work. It never has worked, and it never will work, because people don't want to stop and fight enemies in goddamn Sonic games, ever. Not once. I've never met a single person who wants to stop and fucking fight enemies in a Sonic game. Ever. It is the dumbest thing you could do, and it is the kryptonite of Sonic games. I'm convinced it's the kryptonite of Sonic games. Combat. I remember when I first saw Sonic Boom. I remember, oh, okay, so you're gonna like make a sort of like a Jack and Daxter style game. Okay, what are you gonna do? You know what they're gonna do? Combat, 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 combat. It doesn't work. Stop it. Stop it. You tried. Okay? You tried. You gave it your best shot. Stop it. No more combat in Sonic games, please. Stop it. So that's my top 3 wants, needs, and God please knows for the 25th anniversary Sonic the Hedgehog game. And, you know, despite my cynicism towards Sonic, because I've been pretty friggin' cynical towards Sonic in the past weeks, I am excited for the 25th anniversary Sonic game. Hopefully it'll be on a console. If it's on mobile phones, fuck me. And, you know, Sonic Team, if you follow these rules, the top 3 wants, needs, and God please knows, who knows? You might come out of Sonic's 25th anniversary pretty okay. With that said, this is RoyMcGamer signing out. See you guys later.